Video Productions proudly presents coverage of the 2022 Little General Basketball Classic from the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center, the Armory. And in fact, this is called the Battle for the Armory. Hi everybody, this is Bill O'Brien along with Coach Bob Boland. And this is the fourth game that they played here today under the dome at the Dave Barksdale Court. First game went to Princeton over Mount Hope Christian, 99-47. The next game was Wyoming East defeating Charleston Catholic by the score 52-46. The game we just broadcast, James Monroe defeated Calvary Baptist 74-59. And we're about set for the big rival game between Woodrow Wilson and Oak Hill. Well, Bob Boland, this has been one of those games everybody's been waiting for, Beckley and Oak Hill.
I'll tell you what, Bill, the rivalry goes back so far, and you've been part of it for, like I said, 100 games. I mean, just think about that. 43, 45 years, 2 games a year, that's amazing. I don't know that I've watched a Beckley-Oak Hill game since the 90s. So I'm really excited to see a game. I know last year they split, and this should be a really exciting contest. Well,
for years, Woodrow Wilson was part of the Mountain State Athletic Conference, and Oak Hill was not. And Oak Hill had gone to a smaller division. Now that they have added Mount Hope and they've added Fayetteville, they are a 4A school, and so is Woodrow Wilson. So these two can actually compete on the same level. And the way Beckley basketball has been, they had an off year last year. Boy, did they ever. And this year they're 0-2. Oak Hill under Benitez Jackson has got the program going again. They're 3-2 this year after an 11-10 year last season. So the Red Devils would love nothing better than to beat Woodrow on their home floor.
Oh, that's true. And a great crowd, good atmosphere in here. Two teams that they don't like each other. I mean, they can't start liking each other after 80 years. So it has to be that way. And good, clean rivalry. Two good teams. Beckley's lost Greenbrier East and GW, two really strong teams. I believe they have a common opponent in GW. Yep. Beat both teams. So you can throw those records 3-2 and 0-2 out the window. This should be a good contest.
You're talking about Woodrow Wilson and losing to George Washington by 13 points. The Flying Eagles were expecting a lot of offense, a lot of good shooting, and they haven't had it consistently. They had 2 of the 4 quarters where they scored 9 points in each quarter against George Washington. You're not going to beat a GW team with only 18 points in 2 of the 4 quarters total. Meantime, they had a 6-point lead with less than a minute to go in the game on this floor against Greenbrier East, and they lost the game on a triple with 9 seconds to play. So Woodrow did not win the close game, did not win the other game. Meantime, Oak Hill, as you mentioned, losing to George Washington and to Princeton. So we'll see what they're made of tonight. We'll take a commercial break, Bob, and we'll come back with the lineups after these messages on Video Productions.
Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 2723 Old Bluefield Road in Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Hi, I'm Bo.
And I'm Chris.
And we are the guys to call for windows, siding, and doors.
You know why?
Sure I do. Because of Window World of Beckley, we install energy-efficient windows, siding, and doors to homeowners all throughout southern West Virginia.
We'll give you our promise: superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price.
We make financing easy with our no interest for 18 months.
Don't wait. There's no better time like the present.
Call us at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW.
first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
And we are back under the dome at the Dave Barksdale Court, getting ready for Beckley and Oak Hill basketball. Let's take a look at the Red Devils starting lineup under the head coaching of Benitez Jackson, former Oak Hill star, by the way. Most of you remember that name. Number 1 is Omar Lewis. He's a 5'7" senior. Number 12 is Malachi Lewis, a junior, a 6-footer, averaging 19 points per game. Ethan Vargo Thomas. He's a senior at 5'10", and he's averaging 12 points per game. Jeremiah Jackson, a 6'2" senior. And the 5th starter is Trevor Kelly. He's 6'5" and a junior, averaging 13 points per game. So Oak Hill will have 3 seniors and 2 juniors starting off.
I'll tell you what, Bill, they have 3 players averaging double figures. Lewis leading the way with 19, Trevor Kelly with 13, and Vargo Thomas with 13. But Trevor Kelly also hits the boards with 7 rebounds per contest.
Let's take a look at the Beckley Flying Eagles, and they're going to go the same way they have in their 2 previous games. Kobe Dillon is a freshman, 5'9", averaging 11.5 points per game. Elijah Redfern is the other guard. He's a 6'3" junior, averaging 18 per game and also 6 assists. He normally runs the point. Zion Hawthorne is a freshman, a 6-footer, averaging 8 points per game. His brother, Braden Hawthorne, a 6'7" sophomore, averaging 6 points and 6 rebounds per game. And the center is number 52, Jalen Walton, a 6'4" sophomore. He's averaging 7.5 points per game and about 10 rebounds per contest. The Flying Eagles are very young. No seniors amongst the starters, 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and a junior. And in fact, only 1 senior on the entire squad. So there you've got it for the Flying Eagles, Bob.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Redfern, well, first of all, Kobe Dillon is shooting 40% from downtown. He's 4 for 10. So that's really good. And Elijah Redfern, don't knock on wood and jinx, the announcer's jinx. He's 8 for 8, shooting 100% from the free throw line this season.
All right, so now we're having the official lineups. Beckley, the home team tonight, in the home white with maroon numerals and trim. Oak Hill in the black uniforms with white numerals trimmed in red. Over the years, as we've told you, these 2 schools, when they hook up in basketball, always fireworks coming. And, of course, over the years, Beckley, well, they've had some great teams, but so has Oak Hill. Both of them have championship banners that have been hoisted amongst their playing surfaces. Well, Bob, what do you expect in this game?
Well, both teams like to run the ball. I expect both teams to really be filling each other out early in the game. I would expect both will start out man-to-man defense, getting after it. Oak Hill will concentrate on stopping Redfern from getting into the paint, make some of the younger guys shoot the 3 early in the game, and just see which team can do the best at getting into their transition basketball and getting easy shots out of transition.
And talking about the Oak Hill Red Devils, they've got a player named Ethan Vargo Thomas. And for those of you who keep up with football, he was Mr. Everything for the Oak Hill football team. He played offense, he played defense, he played special teams, and he was the star kicker. So you talk about an athlete, he is one.
He can fly.
Yeah.
I watched him on the football field. I mean, he can fly. We'll see how those quickness skills translate to the basketball court.
I had a chance to watch him when Video Productions did the Oak Hill game at Independence, and I broadcast that one, and he was fun to watch, no doubt about it. So Oak Hill, with good coaching, good athletes. Woodrow Wilson, you know about Ron Kidd. This is his 23rd season. He has done, well, he's close to 400 victories as the Beckley head basketball coach, even though last year was one of those that he wants to erase from memory. You know, Bob, you as a coach, you can realize that sometimes you're not going to have a great season, and you learn from that, and hopefully Woodrow did.
Oh, Ron Kidd definitely did. I mean, he's much more relaxed with these young kids. He took it on the chin like a man last year. You know, I mean, he's won it all. He's won it all 2 times. There are very few coaches in this state with multiple state championships, and he's very confident in his coaching ability, and he'll have this team ready to go. I'm excited about this one.
I'm with you. The officials for tonight's game are Scotty Cuthbert, Jay Rutledge, and Don Burton. And we are ready to go.
Now, Bill, I got to get my man Scotty Cantley now. Cuthbert, you're thinking of that Independence baseball.
Sorry.
But, hey, I had Scott Cantley in school. Boy, I hate to tell my age. No, he was my teacher. No. Hey, Scott Cantley, good football official, basketball official, state tournament guy. This is a state tournament crew right here.
There you go.
So we shouldn't have to worry any about these officials.
All right, Oak Hill on the attack, and let's see what's going on with them. Working with it is Lewis. We got 2 Lewis players, and right away there's a mistake. I'm sure it's going to take a little while to get the jitters going. You know, we've got a nice crowd, and this is the 4th game that they've had the battle for the Armory today. There'll be 4 more games tomorrow. 2, 4, 6, and 8, Bob.
Really nice crowd, Bill. Really nice crowd, ready to see this one get going.
Hawthorne had the ball stripped, and so each team has had a mistake on their opening possession. All right, working the point is Malachi Lewis.
Yeah, both teams starting out in man-to-man. Woodrow's usually a big help team. Hard to get the ball inside as Hawthorne gets a great block.
Oh, pretty play defensively. Here's the Beckley fast break. It didn't work, but a whistle stops the action and a foul is called.
Yeah, Elijah Redfern leading the break there. I think he's been doing a terrific job of making the right play, having some confidence in these young guys. But I'll tell you what, if the young guys aren't producing, Redfern can take the game over himself.
Zion Hawthorne swishes the foul shot. He's only 4 out of 8 foul shooting for the year. And, in fact, Beckley is a team just barely over 50% shooting from the line.
Yeah, Zion Hawthorne doesn't remind you of a 9th grader. Beckley in a 2-2-1 full-court press here, starting out the game.
Lewis with it. Hawthorne on him.
That had to be something from film study, because Beckley hasn't done that yet this year, so trying to get going early with a little full-court pressure defense.
Malachi Lewis, just a junior, and he's a good one. There's no shot clock, as you probably realize, in high school ball, and so there's no hurry to get to the hoop. You look for the open man. Still around the horn. From 3 land, in and out and in again, counted for Kelly.
Tell you what,
the 6'5" center hits a long ball, Bob.
Yeah, Trevor Kelly, nice stroke from deep, good height, nice release.
Air ball that time for Hawthorne, and will come the other way on a fast break.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at that pass. And look at that block.
Yeah, that's your point guard, Redfern, with the block shot, leading the play. Look at the pass.
Yeah. That's the way you do it, except you can't finish it.
Yeah, Beckley, those kind of things break your heart as a coach. Everybody made the right play, got to finish that inside.
So the Hawthorne brothers couldn't get it to click.
Yeah, Beckley just a bend but don't break. You see right now, they're not coming way out with ball pressure. They're really playing a bend but don't break type of defense with a lot of help.
Vargo Thomas, layup missed. And Hawthorne bringing it up, a 6-7 point, just for the moment. Redfern through a double team and a blocking foul.
Yeah, Elijah Redfern made the play the last couple times with the pass, decided to take it, able to draw the foul for the second team foul on Oak Hill.
Hawthorne to trigger in. Braden looking. Dillon will fire from downtown. Nope. Fight for the rebound, and Oak Hill's got it. Here's Lewis. Dishes it out to the other Lewis, Omar. Ethan Vargo Thomas. He's always dangerous. And now Lewis. Count of 3.
Would you see that jab step? Got the defender off balance. Hands down, man down. His hands were down, so he rose up for the jumper. Really nice offensive move.
2 trays for the Red Devils. Beckley looking to score, and it's not going to happen that time by Redfern. And here comes Omar Lewis. Spin move, didn't work. Malachi Lewis
What I like Oak Hill's patience on offense. You can tell they're the more experienced team.
Vargo Thomas. EVT looking to get around the defender, and he does. Dishes underneath, and that's good.
Well, I thought there for a second that Vargo Thomas was going to get out of control there, but made a great play and a terrific pass.
8-2, Oak Hill with the early lead. Woodrow still just trying to get their offense going, still no field goals. Another turnover.
Yeah, look for Ron Kidd if Oak Hill scores here to get a quick timeout.
Notice that Coach Kidd has a walking boot on.
Yeah, I think he tore his Achilles.
Oh, my. Lewis tries to move in, and he's shut down. They'll start again. Ethan Vargo Thomas with it. Redfern on him like glue. Lewis off balance. Oh, that's got to hurt.
Yeah, a nice little set play there by Oak Hill. As we take a look at that pass by Thomas, it looked like he was out of control, made a pretty pass, and then the power layup there by Jeremiah Jackson. The play just now, Bill. I mean, Oak Hill that was a great clear out by Benitez Jackson. He ran some motion on the left-hand side of the floor, and then he was able to get the ball to Malachi Lewis at the elbow, and he had the right side of the floor cleared out for him. That was really a good set by Benitez Jackson there.
Malachi Lewis is an 89% foul shooter, and he shows it right there, hitting both.
Yeah.
So 10-2 now. Woodrow's got to get going.
Yeah, I mean, Beckley got the ball down the court. You got to hit those open shots, or you got to get the ball to somebody who's going to make open shots.
Lewis again. And Vargo Thomas. This is Kelly with it. Even though Kelly's 6'5", he's hit a tray.
Yeah, he's a perimeter player.
More and more big guys are doing that, Bob, it seems like.
That's how the game is played right now.
Oh, look at him fight for the rebound. Jackson couldn't get it to go, and here's Woodrow on the move. Hawthorne to his brother. Redfern. He wanted to take the long shot, but double dribbled.
Yeah, I thought Zion Hawthorne had a layup there and kicked it out to his brother. Beckley needs some layups. When the ball's not going in the basket, go to the basket for a layup, draw a foul, get things going. And
the Flying Eagles don't have any field goals, and we're almost at the end of this first quarter.
Not a good quarter. I thought Hawthorne made a great play there, went to the basket, go get that layup. And Oak Hill is executing their offense flawlessly. They're putting 5 on the perimeter, moving the ball, and moving the man.
Lewis directing traffic. Gets it back. Lewis guarded by Walton. And he'll fire a 30-footer. Air ball. And Hawthorne gets it out. Redfern with it. Hawthorne from 3. Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what Beckley needed to get going. On the other end, not a good shot by Oak Hill, and Beckley able to get the good look at a 3.
From 3 land. That wouldn't go, and so now Woodrow down by only 5 and with the basketball. Redfern has it stripped. Hawthorne again. Yes!
Yeah, the big fella can shoot the 3. Great ball movement there by Woodrow. Hawthorne's filling it.
All of a sudden, the Flying Eagles are back in the game with 1.5 minutes to play in the starting stanza. Here's Lewis, double team. Kelly gets it underneath. Short shot, yes.
Yeah.
So Jackson scores again.
Yeah, cold leg with a beautiful pass there. Beckley beats Oak Hill up the floor. Great pass by Redfern
to Walton.
And Walton puts it down.
And he'll get a chance at the foul line. That's been part of his game he's got to work on. He's only 1 out of 7 foul shooting this year.
Yeah, there was a previous play. The extra pass by Preston Clary. And Braden Hawthorne knocks down his second 3.
There he goes. That'll help his confidence immensely. And Beckley is down by only one.
Yeah, Preston Clary's came off that bench a few games to give Beckley a really good lift.
Flying Eagles are still developing their bench. There's a nice steal. And they're going to call travel.
Oh, I thought there was contact there.
Yeah, there sure was.
Down and, that was Hawthorne here. Hawthorne's hit those 2 big threes. That was Braden Hawthorne on the block shot on this end. So he's doing it on both ends of the court so far. His best quarter of the season. Looks really good.
13 is Cole Legg into the Oak Hill lineup, wearing 13. Here's Lewis, fade away, blocked. Redfern with a block. Redfern moving it down the floor. Dillon fires from downtown. Big shot, yes.
Okay, that Preston Clary on the other end made the defensive play, pushed the ball. Nice kick in there by Dillon. Again, Preston Clary giving him a big lift.
So Beckley has taken the lead, and now it's tied after the lay-in by Kelly.
I'll tell you, Kelly handles that ball well for a big man. Great finish.
Yes. A long shot, not there by Hawthorne this time.
That's still a good shot. He's hit 2 in a row, got that green light, good shot. Tied at 14, Oak Hill go for the last shot. Going a little late now, it's already at 7.
Beckley had only 2 points with 2 minutes to go, and now they've turned it on. Runner no good at the buzzer, and we've got a game, everybody. We played a quarter. It's Beckley 14, Oak Hill 14. Back in a minute on Video Productions.
Every year, the big banks raise their fees while reducing the services they provide. How do they get away with that? If you were to join Pioneer Community Bank, your money would stay right here, supporting a local business, which results in lower fees and better customer service for you. Sounds like a plan. So you're not really stuck with the big banks and their policies. Keep your money where it belongs, right here with Pioneer Community Bank. Pioneer Community Bank with locations in Beckley, Yeager, Sophia, Moore, and Welch. Member FDIC.
Back courtside in Beckley under the dome, the battle for the Armory, the Little General Stores Basketball Classic. Yours truly, Bill O'Brien, with Coach Bob Boland, and we've got the official stats here after the first period. We're tied at 14. Beckley started off terribly and then got it going, Bob.
Yeah, as we looked at the replay with Kobe Dillon knocking down the big 3.
Here we go. Let's take a look at the scoring. Dillon with a 3. Hawthorne with 2 threes. Walton with 3 points the hard way. Oak Hill has Jeremiah Jackson with 4 and Trevor Kelly with 5. Malachi Lewis has 5 points, and that's the scoring up to the moment. And we're ready to play ball in the second period.
Yeah, odd thing on the stats here, Bill. Oak Hill with 16 shots and Beckley only with 10. What would cause that? Beckley had 3 turnovers. Oak Hill only had 1 turnover. That was the first possession of the game. So Oak Hill able to take care of the ball after that.
Here's Dillon. Kobe Dillon, just a freshman. Hawthorne with it. Redfern. This is Redfern.
Clary.
Redfern scoring.
No, Preston Clary, Bill.
Yep.
The freshman Preston Clary made a tremendous move in there. Got him and Redfern with those 2s on there, 22 and 12.
I got to get my act together here.
Yeah, that 9th graders came in and made some huge plays for Beckley.
You know, Santa was supposed to bring me some contacts, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
It did not work.
Well, I tell you what, that young man's at the YMCA working every night, and it's paid off. Every time he's been inserted this year, he's made a positive play for Beckley, and again, another one.
Preston Clary is a 6-foot freshman wearing 22.
Woo!
Wow, Lewis? Nope. Lewis, yes.
I'll tell you what. Woo, Bill. Malachi Lewis with some explosion with a quick first step.
Tied at 16. Walton muscles it up and in.
I'll tell you, great move by Walton, showing strength inside. We got a battle going here, Bill.
Battle for the Armory. Just what Little General Stores had hoped. 3-pointer is there. Wow, nice shot from Kelly, his second long ball.
I'll tell you what, Trevor Kelly shoots that ball with confidence, able to knock that 3 down.
Here's Redfern. Oh, nice play. Is it going to count? There's a whistle and a foul. Count it, +1.
Oh, yeah, Elijah Redfern as we take a look at the other end. The replay. The big guy, Kelly, stopping behind the three, knocking it down. I tell you what, on this end, Redfern, you see the hesitation, the left-right crossover, hung in there, drew the contact, soft kiss off the glass.
Redfern is 9 for 9 foul shooting for the year.
Yeah.
So we did not zap him. You mentioned that 8 for 8 in the pregame.
Yeah, so I didn't zap him. We'll see if you get one for the night's over.
The announcer's curse.
Yeah.
Here's Lewis.
I'm really impressed with Lewis. I mean, he runs his team. He has explosion. See, last time when he had the center on him, he settled for a three. You know, when he gets that mismatch, and he had Lewis open on the right side.
Oh, a nice block on Kelly's jumper. Here's Dillon.
Nice play.
Watch Redfern. Has it stripped. Here we come the other way. 6 minutes to go till halftime. Beckley by 2. Oak Hill trying for it, and nope. Another turnover. Dillon will try it. It's blocked. Whoa, nice defense by Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly, good job on the block shot. And, you know, that gets the fans all happy, but a block shot is good when you block it and keep it in play and get a turnover out. Still Beckley's ball out of bounds. Last out of bounds OT, they ended up getting Dillon a good look at a three. See what they go to this time.
Here's Redfern.
Oh, nice play. Got Hawthorne over here.
Clary.
Oh, had Clary open for a layup and just mishandled the ball.
Redfern making his move.
Oh.
In heavy traffic. What a play.
Boy, everybody thought Redfern was going to finish on the left side. Little reverse on the right.
That's why he was captain of the second-team All-State last year. It's a runner on the way, and that's Kelly's miss. Woodrow on the move, leading by 4.
A lot of contact on that on Kelly. I thought that was a great move by Kelly.
Clary, in and out, tough luck miss. Walton will follow it up. Nope, he follows it in.
I tell you, Walton's been a force inside, fighting and clawing, and Beckley on a really good run right now.
He's got 7 points, and that's what the Flying Eagles are going to need, that kind of muscle inside. That's the way that Walton started in the first half against Greenbrier East before they figured him out. There's the third Oak Hill mistake. 6-point Beckley lead. Flying Eagles were down early, 10-2, before they caught fire with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Well, in for Beckley now is Drew Fitzwater, 6'5" sophomore, averaging 1.5 points per game, wearing number 34 on his white outfit.
Bill, Trevor Kelly's only a junior. Wow. Tell you what, he took that ball in there strong that last trip. Can't stop Red from going to the basket.
Look at that.
Yeah, see, they're going to have to collapse, and that's going to open up the shooters. Oak Hill doing a good job getting the ball out. Redfern again with the block. Woo! Tell you, Redfern doing it on both ends of the court. He wants the ball this trip, too. There it is.
He's feeling it. He's going to fire a 30-footer, and it's not there.
It's still the right shot. Yeah.
Well, maybe get a foot closer, huh?
Yeah, let's take a look here. Redfern through the legs, crossover, hesitation, hangs in there, sweet kiss off the glass.
A pretty for sure. The lead is 8 points for Woodrow. Here's Omar Lewis working the ball to Kelly. Malachi Lewis.
Yeah, Beckley was down 8 when they put Preston Clary in the game. I mean, he's at a plus 16 right now in his minutes played. Huge lift. I made a good play there.
Lewis just missing. And a whistle and a foul. Into the ball game is Kellen Hefferman, the 6'2" sophomore for the Flying Eagles.
Yeah, you get a chance to look at that last play. Watch Preston Clary here on the help defense. Look at him. He helped all the way to the paint and got a hand up on the shooter. That's just tremendous. You know, he's a smart player. He does the right things, and that's just a little example there of great defense by Preston Clary.
We're midway through the second quarter. Woodrow on the good side of the scoreboard and in control of the basketball.
Oak Hill going a little 3-2 zone.
From the corner.
Yeah.
Didn't quite make it that time for Staples just into the ball game.
Yeah. They see that zone. Look for Coach Kidd to get Dillon in the game. If Oak Hill's going to play a zone, they want Dillon to get the shots.
Lewis Trying to move in. Fadeaway shot off the iron. Fight for the rebound. It's O'Kill. And a foul is going to be called on Woodrow. 3:20 left in the first half.
You know, Beckley with only one starter on the floor right now. And, you know, Clary's been getting a lot of minutes this game, but the other three just got inserted, and O'Kill went zone. So somebody's going to have to hit that three against the zone. Boy, I like him. I like Trevor Kelly. Wow.
He's already got 10 points for the Red Devils.
Nice fadeaway, 6'5" frame. Good player. Here's the zone. That's who's got to do it right there.
Clary just in and out. He's so close to hitting those long balls. Fast break, O'Kill, and it's thrown out of bounds to Woodrow.
Yeah.
Each team with 4 mistakes.
Look at this. Look at the Alabama's play. Nice pick. Oh, Kelly with the sweet fadeaway. Well, who in the NBA shoots that fadeaway now? See, I'm not up on my NBA. Giannis with the fadeaway. I'll tell you what, I like Kelly.
What about the guy for Dallas last night? 60 points.
21 rebounds and 10 assists.
Yeah.
What a stat line. You know, Ron Kidd showing a lot of confidence in his bench against this zone. Now, Beckley hasn't scored against this zone yet.
Well, let's see if Redfern, a little bit too short. And Lewis with it.
Yeah, that's 3 possessions against this zone. There, look coming to the bench there.
Omar, whoa! Look at that.
Omar Lewis, look at the bench. Now you see Dillon over in Hawthorne, your 2 best shooters, getting back in there against this zone. Now we'll see if O'Kill makes an adjustment when they come back into the game.
Staples with it, Hefferman. Staples. Redfern dishes it off, and that's an air ball. And here come the Red Devils. Jeremiah Jackson gets it out to the guards. Omar Lewis. He showed us something that last time, Don. Kelly. Omar asking for his teammates to rotate. Under 2 minutes left in the first half. Stabbed away and stolen. Here we come the other way. Fast break, Woodrow. Missed it. Followed up and in by Redfern.
I loved Redfern on that play. Gave his teammate a chance. Teammate didn't make it. Redfern there for it to stick back.
6-point lead for the hometown Flying Eagles in the battle for the Armory. This Oak Hill team, you got to like them. They've got athletes, and they're not showing any. Well, tipped around. I thought that was going to go in. And this will go out to Oak Hill.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Beckley getting their subs in. Let's take a look. Oh, nice hesitation. Good spin move and the left-handed. I don't know if he planned all that, but I'll tell you what, Omar Lewis, hesitation, spin move, and sweet left-hand shot.
Each team has a point guard that can do highlight film stuff just like that.
They do. Now, Beckley's got a better shooting team in the game now. Hawthorne and Dillon in the game. Let's see if Oak Hill stays in that zone.
Gonna have to watch the monitor. Jay Rutledge is blocking me.
We got 2 of them here, Bill. 2 crystal clear high-def monitors, baby.
Man, this is great stuff. Thanks to Butch Mounts. Beckley with it.
Braden Hawthorne again. Nice, he got a block shot there.
Fast break.
Good play. Look who got the ball.
3 ball. Nope.
The right person got either him or Braden Hawthorne. Beckley unable to convert, but that's the shot they wanted.
Jeremiah Jackson got the rebound for the Red Devils. We're approaching half a minute to go in the half, and a whistle stops the action. And a timeout is called by Coach Benitez Jackson.
Well, I guess he knew that was air ball coming. He called that timeout right before it. Good job by Coach Jackson.
We have time for a minute? Nope. We'll keep it here and remind you that each team has had an 8-point lead in the first half. It's been that kind of game, Bob.
Wow. I'll tell you what, it's a fight by both teams. You see the adjustments that they're making on each other. Beckley, 35.9 is the Beckley's ball down here, right? No,
yes.
Oak Hill's ball. I'm sorry.
Oak
Hill's ball. Yeah, Benitez made a good play there.
Yeah.
Knew that was coming. I don't know, 35.9. I don't really look for Benitez to go for one shot here, although he has the guards to do it. I mean, Malachi Lewis could hold that ball, but I look for him to go ahead and play this. If he has a good shot early, he'll go ahead and take it, and that's a 30-second timeout. He's got to get Oak Hill out of the huddle. Yeah, I talked to the refs before the game, and they said, boy, you got on us for setting that ball down that one game. Oh, I couldn't take it. I wouldn't want them to set the ball down on anybody. But let's see what Oak Hill does here. It looks like that clear-out play that they ran earlier from the elbow. Let's see if that's what they're doing.
Okay, this is Vargo Thomas passing it off. Lewis with it. Kelly. VT again.
Yeah.
20 seconds left.
Yeah, Oak Hill in their motion offense. Now down to 18, they'd be smart to go for one. There they go. Good. Well, that's good coaching.
Cole Legg is wearing 13 for Oak Hill. He's in the right corner, top of your screen. He's got it now. And he's going to try to take the shot, and it's an air ball.
Beckley has time.
Time for Hawthorne at the buzzer. It's good. It's a tray, and that will end the half. It's a big one.
Yeah, great pass by his brother. One brother to the next as we take a look at it. Braden Hawthorne's on pump fake, sidestep, release, and knocks it down.
And that will make a big difference going into the locker room. So we have played one half under the dome at the Dave Barksdale court. It's Woodrow Wilson 32, Oak Hill 23. Back after these messages on Video Productions.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
The A in Chick-fil-A means a loving, caring team. We're all very supportive of each other. It goes beyond being a team. It's like a family, you know? I definitely can't imagine working anywhere but Chick-fil-A ever, especially right now.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
The battle for the Armory has been fun in this game. Woodrow Wilson was down with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter by 8 points at 10-2. Then they caught fire, tied it at 14 at the quarter. And Bob, you know, the second quarter was a thing of beauty because some of these players, well, they knew it was showtime and they performed.
They did, and Preston Clary came in the game, gave Beckley a huge lift on the offensive end and the defensive end. Thought he gave them real solid minutes. The team got more under control, and Braden Hawthorne hit a couple big shots that got Beckley back into the game. So I just thought it was a real entertaining first half.
Let's give you the unofficial statistics. Well, the officials are coming now. Trevor Kelly led Oak Hill with 10 points. Malachi Lewis with 7. Jeremiah Jackson had 4. Omar Lewis with 2. For the Flying Eagles, Elijah Redfern with 9 points. Jalen Walton with 7. Braden Hawthorne hit those 2 long balls that Bob was talking about. So Braden had 6. His brother Zion had 5, including that tray right ahead of the buzzer. Dylan hit a long ball for 3. And Clary had 2 points. How about the team totals, Bob?
Well, I'll tell you, Beckley just Oak Hill shooting the ball 3 for 6 from three-point land, 50%. Beckley only 4 of 13 for 30%. Total field goals, Beckley's leading the way, 12 out of 29, 41%, while Oak Hill shot it at a 31% clip. Neither team, Beckley's been the free throw line 4 times, made them all. Oak Hill 2 times, made both of them. So, Beckley has an advantage there from the floor. Shooting 41% to 31 and making 12 field goals to Oak Hill's 9, and that's where their advantage comes from right now.
Okay, it's halftime, a 9-point lead for the Flying Eagles, and we'll be back with a little more to talk about this game and this tournament because if you missed the previous games, we'll fill you in. All of that coming up after a break on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Dad, what is a backflow prevention device?
Well, it's a device that's used to protect water supplies from contamination or pollution in homes or businesses.
Is that why you were talking to that man?
Well, he was a certified plumber from Modley's Plumbing and Heating. Modley's is fully licensed and insured in testing, installation, and service of backflow prevention devices. I just call 304-253-HELP, and they'll take care of it the right way.
I thought it was something for the car, so Mom wouldn't hit the house again when she was backing up.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Nachos, better with Pepsi.
We're back under the dome in Beckley at the Armory, and we were just talking about the Shady Spring Tigers. As you know, Video Productions has done and will do a number of the Tiger team games. They almost won it all. They made it to the championship game last season, and a lot is expected of them this year. They're playing in Florida, and they won today. I think it was by 18 points. So Shady Spring back in the win column today in Florida. Now, earlier today at this tournament, the Little General Stores Basketball Classic. And by the way, Bob, this goes back to my days, the WJLS Basketball Classic.
Right.
We started this tournament. At that time, we were doing Oak Hill games on one of our stations, Woodrow games on the other. They were both playing out of town. Woodrow had played in a tournament in Wheeling during Christmas. Oak Hill was down in Princeton. And so we said, maybe we should, get these teams here under the dome and invite other teams to come. And for 20 years, we had the WJLS Classic. Now Little General Stores does it, and it's fun and it's great.
I'll tell you what, a terrific crowd tonight.
Yeah.
Terrific crowd. And guess what the winner of this game gets? James Monroe. The winner of this game doesn't get to sleep well tonight. I mean, what a reward. You celebrate in the dressing room for a minute and 30 seconds and say, let's get ready for James Monroe.
James Monroe, the game we did just before this one, they defeated Calvary Baptist 74-59, and they were very incredible. They had inside shooting, outside shooting, defense, you name it, they did it. And they're 7-0 now. James Monroe, even though they're single A, they can play with anybody in the state. The other games earlier today, Princeton beat Mount Hope Christian 99-47. Wyoming East defeated Charleston Catholic 52-46. So tomorrow there will be games at 2 o'clock, at 4, at 6, and at 8, and we're doing them. So if you can't make it here to the Dome, you can tune into Video Productions, and we will have all of the action. We need to take a commercial break. We'll have the second half coming right up on Video Productions.
Wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
The A in Chick-fil-A means a loving, caring team. We're all very supportive of each other. It goes beyond being a team. It's like a family, you know? I definitely can't imagine working anywhere but Chick-fil-A ever, especially right now.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Warning buzzer sounded. We're ready for the second half here under the dome at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center. 32-23 Beckley. After a slow Woodrow Wilson start, they have put it into gear. And even though, you know, Bob, you mentioned about the team shooting was not too good for either team, you had to like the way that the Beckley bench came through.
Oh, they did. Now, 41%. You know, I think that's pretty good for a high school first half for Beckley. Now, Oak Hill was at 31, but I think, Bill, we saw some of these ninth graders grow up in that first half for Beckley because Oak Hill's got solid guard play. They're quick. They're down 10. Beckley's down 10-2, and they outscore Oak Hill 30-13. 10-2, 30-13. That makes it 32-23 where we're at now. So I thought that was big, and Braden Hawthorne started the run with those two big threes to get Beckley back in the game. His brother ended the run with the three right before the half, and in the middle it was a large dose of Elijah Redfern. I thought he played tremendously.
Well, I think you know that Coach Bob Boland is a math whiz, along with one of the outstanding basketball analysts. I'm privileged to work with you, Bob, and we're ready to play ball here with Oak Hill inbounding.
And you know who we left out? I've left out a little bit. Jalen Walton was 3 for 4 that first half. 7 big, strong points.
He really came through,
yes,
and Woodrow's going to need him to be strong on the boards. All right. This is Margot Thomas with it. Woodrow just going to clamp down, and there's the defense coming through. Watch this. Scoop layup. Whoa, Zion Hawthorne, Bob.
Yeah, Zion Hawthorne. Did you see the quickness? And saw the offensive player with his back turned. Great steal, great finish. That's 5 in a row for Hawthorne.
Omar Lewis with it. Wears the headband, number 12 on his black outfit, and they'll get it back. Omar Malachi Lewis is 12. Omar's number 1. He'll trigger it in.
Yeah, Malachi Lewis, I think that's where Oak Hill needs to go. Get the ball in his hands, let him make the move, and then Trevor Kelly can be there to finish or shoot the three. There's a good little pick and roll. And that's exactly what they went to.
Charge. 6th mistake for the Red Devils.
Yeah, Malachi Lewis got in a little deep. I thought he made a great move to get to the basket. You know, that's a bang-bang play. Can go either way in there.
Neither team has anybody in foul trouble.
Now Oak Hill going back to that zone. Now Beckley has a good shooting lineup. I would be a little worried if I was Oak Hill. Beckley can go to a 2-guard set here. And
Hawthorne to Redfern. And back now underneath. Watch out. Walton muscles it up. It's blocked. He's got it back. Well, good hustle by Hawthorne, or by Walton.
Yeah.
Look at that. Speaking of Hawthorne.
That's where you can attack. You can attack that one. Oak Hill's got a 1-guard set, so Beckley would be better off attacking it with a 2-guard set. And right there where Hawthorne got that pass behind the zone on the block, you can attack it there, and then the three-point shots are not going to be open on the wing. They're going to be open in the corners.
Flying Eagles with the all-court pressure. Omar Lewis, excellent athlete. Speaking of an excellent athlete, whoops, bad pass by EVT.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it looks like they're going to fill the corners up there with Zion Hawthorne and Dillon. They're up high on those wings. And against that one guard set, you feel those corners, attack those gaps, and let Dylan get a good look at that three. Calling two. I think he's calling that for two guards.
Here's Dylan. Redfern.
Oh, they picked for Dylan in the corner. Nice little set.
There's the mistake. And back at you.
Look at that pass.
Yeah. Oh, couldn't finish it.
Yeah, boy, Redfern made the right play again. Zion Hawthorne like to have that one back. That could have been a big basket for Beckley.
Kelly. Short. Hawthorne with the rebound and quickly down the floor to the other Hawthorne. And boy, Zion knew what to do with it.
Yeah, that's 7 straight for Zion. Great pass by Elijah Redfern. Beckley starting to dominate.
And there's a timeout. 5:40 left, third quarter. Beckley by 15. We'll be back in a minute on Video Productions.
Wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
The A in Chick-fil-A means a loving, caring team. We're all very supportive of each other. It goes beyond being a team. It's like a family, you know? I definitely can't imagine working anywhere but Chick-fil-A ever, especially right now.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pro.
Omar Lewis has the basketball as we resume play. Woodrow with a 15-point advantage. Omar cannot handle the pass, but somehow he gets it away.
Boy,
There's
Braden,
the block.
yeah, Braden Hawthorne's been a force in there.
Look at him rush down the field, down the floor, and Hawthorne couldn't get the layup to go. Quickly up the floor the other way. Oh, man, it's getting a little helter-skelter out there.
Well, Braden Hawthorne's having a block party, and he didn't invite anybody from Oak Hill. I mean, he's just saying, bring it on in here. I'm throwing it out of here. That's 5 blocks for here. See if he gets it. He went for 6. Braden Hawthorne is just dominating on that end.
Oh, bodies everywhere. Who are they going to call the foul on?
I think the foul was on Redfern, and this, it's changing a little pleasantries. Beckley Oak Hill's been going on for 100 years.
Yep.
They get ready to play ball. Have a little bit of an argument, and then just a little bump going after the loose ball. We'll take a look. Got tangled up there for the loose ball. Redfern trying to get the jump ball, a little elbow raise, a little push. A few words, nothing big.
Just part of the fun between these two teams. And it's been that way forever.
I'll tell you what, Braden Hawthorne with 6 blocks. I mean, he's timing it. He's being a force on that end of the court.
Kelly, downtown shot, a little too strong. Walton with a nice rebound in traffic. Oh, look at this fast break. Wow.
Wow, this was the pass by Redfern. Hawthorne running the floor. Beckley basketball at its finest.
Braden with 10 points for Woodrow. Wraparound pass to the corner. Malachi Lewis. Back out to Ethan Vargo Thomas.
Tell you what, Bill, everything started with Braden Hawthorne's block shots on the inside.
And we've got a foul called.
Let's take a look at Redfern. Perfect lead. Hawthorne with the flush.
That was sweet. So the Flying Eagles, after an 0-2 start on this floor, it's like they have got it going tonight.
Yeah, there's Braden. I'll tell you what, Braden Hawthorne's been a man, and I've been so impressed with Elijah Redfern making the right plays. He got fouled there and still made a great pass.
And again, stoppage in play and a foul.
Yeah, Redfern got fouled hard on that drive to the basket. Didn't have it. Still made a great pass out of it.
That's the second foul on Zion Hawthorne.
Oak Hill needs a basket. I'd look for him to go to Malachi Lewis here, their leading scorer. Nice pass.
Well,
look at Braden Hawthorne. Throwing it in there is not helping you.
Look at that pass. And here's Hawthorne for the lay-in.
I tell you what, Braden Hawthorne running the floor, getting the block shot. People think getting the ball close to the basket is a benefit. It's not if he's going to throw it out there. Getting all the way to the basket. There's again Redfern, Beckley going. Their defense is turning into offense.
There it is. Redfern again. And Oak Hill has yet to score in this half. And we played 4.5 minutes into it. 44-23. Timeout on the court. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Video Productions. Wow.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
And we're back now, 3:32 left, third quarter, and the Flying Eagles have it going their way, Bob. And as you said, the defense has made it happen.
Oh, they're turning defense into offense. Braden Hawthorne, it's all starting with him, and then Elijah Redfern making the right plays. He's making the right play every trip down the court. Bill, since it was 10-2, Beckley is on a 42-13 run. I mean, that's unbelievable. 12-0 this quarter. Beckley totally dominating, and Oak Hill keeps throwing it inside, and Hawthorne keeps throwing it out there. 7 block shots. I mean, it's not an advantage to get it close to the hole if they're going to throw it out there. You got to take your mid-range jumper or kick it out for a 3. Beckley defense has been tremendous these last 2 quarters.
Here's Vargo Thomas. Lewis. It's Malachi with it. Picked up there by Walton.
Yeah, Walton gives him a big advantage on switching picks because he's able to move his feet well enough to guard at guard. And they got a traveling violation going down the lane.
That is 10 mistakes against the Red Devils, half of them here in this quarter.
Yeah, right now you think about clearing something out for Redfern. He's making the right plays for everybody else. Try to make a play for your star.
Going to call traveling on Hawthorne.
Yeah, same play Beckley ran against GW where they clear that side of the court out for Hawthorne coming out of a timeout. Made a good play, but he traveled with the ball.
Omar Lewis running the point right now for the Red Devils. They need a score right now.
Yeah, it seems like they haven't scored since the 80s. Been a long time. Look at that play again. Zon Hawthorne.
Wow. Redfern is going to be called for steps.
Yeah, he did. He did, just getting a little excited there. He's been creating for everybody else, and somebody created for him and kind of shook him up. One of his few mistakes of the evening.
The Flying Eagles are dominating here after it was close for most of the first half. Kelly. He's going to try a little scoop. Nope, charge.
Yeah, good job there by the big fella from Beckley. Jalen Walton stood his ground, took the charge. Again, may not have been a charge in college because that restricted circle, but it is in high school. And Walton's done a lot of things that don't show up on the stat sheet tonight. That's been really good.
He saw room. 15-footer, no. The fadeaway knocks him to the floor, and it will belong to the Red Devils with 2:20 left in the third.
Now, this is a good timeout there by Coach Kidd. Look at his teammates going up to Redfern. This is the time last year where he would get frustrated, thought he got fouled, didn't, but we'll see how he comes out of it.
Okay, we'll take a quick break on Video Productions.
The Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall with 3 locations for your convenience. 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 2723 Old Bluefield Road in Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutoMall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
And this is the final game of 4. And this has been all Beckley. Oak Hill needs to break the streak where they have not scored in this third quarter. And we're approaching 2 minutes left in it. On the high post, Malachi Lewis is fouled, and the foul is on Dillon, and that's his first.
Tell you what, Beckley has studied Oak Hill throwing that ball to the elbow, and they're diving in when the offensive player has his head turned and getting steals off of it. Zion Hawthorne has 2. Redford almost got that one.
Malachi Lewis to trigger it in. Around the horn. Lewis almost stolen, but this time they get Redfern, his second foul. So we sort of bogged down here, but you got to like what Woodrow has done. And Coach Bolin has described it perfectly about how Woodrow's defense has turned into offense, and Oak Hill just has not been able to penetrate.
Yeah, and Preston Clary back in the game, had a good first half. Yeah, I mean, Oak Hill hasn't scored, have they? Haven't scored this quarter?
No.
They haven't scored in a long time. And give Beckley's defense some credit. Yeah.
Foul is going to be called on Woodrow. You know, Preston Clary, wearing number 22, just a freshman, 6-footer. And as we mentioned before, maybe you missed it, Tink Brown is his dad, so he's got the genes to be good. And he has come in at just the right time to give a lift. So it's going to be Trevor Kelly, who has scored 10 points from the floor tonight. 6'5" junior, averages 13. And he missed. Well, they just don't have it going on. Follow up good.
Yeah, long time Trevor Kelly gets Oak Hill back on the board.
Long time coming. Zion Hawthorne, yes.
I'll tell you what, after he got those steals and a couple layups, he's really settled down. Nice look at a 3 there, knocking it down by Zion.
Zion has 12 points. Woodrow on the happy side of this scoreboard. Oak Hill's going to need to get a streak going, and Beckley's not going to let that happen. There's the rebound to Fitzwater. Redfern sees room, fade away from 10, and he's got it.
Yeah, Redfern can get to whatever spot he wants to get to. Good mid-range. You know, that's the difference in him this year and last year. Just had a couple bad plays and went right back to a good play.
And there's the jumper by Omar Lewis. Good.
Yeah, Oak Hill able to score on consecutive trips down the floor.
22-point game. 44 seconds left in the third. Zion Hawthorne gets it in closer. He'll try a tray from the corner. Not quite. And over the back is going to be called on Beckley.
Yeah, that's a hard foul to call. That's 18 fouls on Beckley and only 2 against Oak Hill. And Oak Hill will go down here for the 1-and-1 bonus.
So the Oak Hill Red Devils, as we mentioned, they come in with a 3-2 record. Last year they were 11-10 under Coach Benitez Jackson. He was a star for the Red Devils in the day, and he certainly knows the game very, very well. And you watch this Oak Hill team. They're going to be good.
Yeah, Benitez played for Dennis Gibson at Garrett Community College. Legendary junior college coach. And I'll tell you what, Dennis Gibson always said terrific things about Benitez.
Jeremiah Jackson will get another shot. He scored 5, 6'2", and a senior. And he gets 1 out of 2. Here's Beckley on the attack. Half a minute to go, third quarter. Dillon will walk it up the floor. Kobe Dillon, just a freshman, but he plays like an upperclassman.
Yeah, close to a 5-second call there.
Clary. Back to Dillon. Going to go for the last shot of the quarter. Whoops. There's a mistake. EVT goes in at the buzzer for the layup, and he does not get it. Third quarter is Woodrow Wilson's, and Beckley's got the big lead, 49-28. We've got 8 minutes left, and we'll have that for you in a minute on Video Productions.
Wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
The A in Chick-fil-A means a loving, caring team. We're all very supportive of each other. It goes beyond being a team. It's like a family, you know? I definitely can't imagine working anywhere but Chick-fil-A ever, especially right now.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
And we're back under the dome at the Dave Barksdale Court in Beckley. Bill O'Brien with Coach Bob Boland. And we're looking at the stats these are the official stats. I love this tournament play because you get official stats. And taking a look at Beckley, 57% shooting in the third quarter. They outscored Oak Hill 17-5, Bob.
Oh, just total domination on the offensive end and the defensive end.
Redford dishing back out. Hawthorne around the horn. Dillon, yes.
Yeah, that was great ball movement by Beckley. Dillon with those feet set can shoot it as well as anybody.
His second long ball, Dillon with 6. Other side, 3 ball not there for Lewis. And the Flying Eagles,
Look
Redford.
at that pass.
Oh, wow, what a pass. And the scoop layup is good for Zion Hawthorne.
That's 14 for Zion, 12 for his brother. Elijah Redford doing everything. That's his 7th assist. He's flirting with a double-double.
That's something. 54-28 Beckley. I really thought this was going to be a closer game.
I did too.
Lewis. Malachi passing to Kelly. EVT. Nope, it won't go down. Follow up. That will not go from point blank range. Wow, Malachi Lewis makes that 99.5% of the time. Redfern from downtown. Yeah.
He is doing it all, Bill. Keeping his composure. I'm so impressed with him tonight.
16 points plus a great floor game for
a great
Elijah
floor
Redfern.
game. Yes, sir.
All right, Malachi Lewis, being guarded by Fitzwater, gets around him for the lay-in.
Yeah, he's either scored or assisted on 14 of Beckley's 22 baskets.
His first points since the first half. Beckley will try again. Oh, yeah. Braden Hawthorne scoring again.
Yeah, with a nice runner, kind of fade away to the right side. By far his best game of the year. Really looks good on both ends of the floor.
Woodrow's almost doubled him up, and they've got a chance to do that here. This time down the floor. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's team basketball. Hawthorne had a layup to go in. Besides, man, how many assists does Redford have to meet tonight? Let's get him one. Went for the dunk, legs just not there at this time of the game.
So Redfern gives Beckley a 31-point advantage with 5.5 to play in this game. I think it's fair to say that Woodrow is going to be in the championship game tomorrow against James Monroe.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. Redfern on the steal, passing ahead to Hawthorne. And instead of Hawthorne going to get the layup, a little alley-oop to Redfern. Got the alley, the oop. I've seen Redfern in practice just take those and crush dunk them, but fourth quarter, and legs not there. Hey, just give him 2 points.
That is called showtime. That's the third Beckley foul on Zion Hawthorne. And to the line is Malachi Lewis. 7 points in the first half and a bucket just a moment ago. So the 6-foot junior, who leads them at 19 a game, gets that one.
I mean, if you're thinking about this from Oak Hill's side, they're up 10-2 and everything's going great. And then they get outscored 59-20.
Somebody across the line too soon.
I mean, just when it started raining, it started pouring, and Preston Clary came in and gave his team a lift on both ends, and then Braden Hawthorne hit 2 big threes, and then it became Braden Hawthorne blocking everything in the paint. Oak Hill couldn't get an easy shot off. Oak Hill going to a little 2-2-1 pressure right here.
And then, of course, Zion Hawthorne hit that tray just ahead of the first half buzzer, and boy, that set the tone in the locker room.
I mean, it was 29-23. He hits that, goes up 32. Nice pass in there by Beckley.
Fitzwater.
Yeah, Drew Fitzwater. And I'll tell you what, they need to get him playing time to try to get him ready. He's got the height, he's got the coordination, and just fighting for those rebounds.
You know, Woodrow's got some height, and here's some of that height bringing the ball up the floor, and Hawthorne. Dillon, short, and Oak Hill on the attack. 4:40 left in the ball game. Kelly will wait and let Omar Lewis set things up. Ethan Vargo Thomas.
Oak Hill running a motion offense, and Beckley switching on every pick.
And Vargo Thomas hits the tray. His first points of the night. That's part of their problem.
Yeah,
the average is 13 a game. He had not scored till now.
Yeah, had those feet set, got a good look at it, able to knock it down.
Here's Elijah Redfern dribbling right in front of us. We got the best seats in the house next to you watching. And that's out of bounds to Woodrow.
Yeah. Redfern with a nice move in there. Oak Hill able to block it out.
Dillon sits, and Preston Clary replaces him. Hawthorne ready. Lobs it out to near midcourt, and you're allowed to do that in the backcourt on an inbounds play. Redfern. This is Clary. Fitzwater. See what Redfern decides to do. They're in no hurry, Woodrow.
Yeah, Beckley ran a set play there. Didn't work. Now they get back and run it again to the opposite side. Yeah, just smart play. Wasn't there. Oak Hill denied the pass to the top, so Redfern said, I'll use a little clock here. Somebody give me a ball pick and let me go do my thing.
Fitzwater off the iron, and Oak Hill's got it. Easy layup coming, and look at that block. Look at that block. Redfern came out of nowhere with Fitzwater.
Yeah, Redfern looked like he got it clean. They may have called the foul on Fitzwater as he was going up.
That was Chance Minor, the 6'5 senior, who was the offended party for Oak Hill. He thought he had an easy lay-in.
Yeah, Minor took it up strong. We'll take a look at it. Let's take a look here. Minor going up strong. Redfern coming from the other side. Yeah, Fitzwater got him on the right arm. Redfern got it clean. Fitzwater got the block. Got the foul. And I'll tell you, Minor took a hard fall there on his right hand. And
yeah, he's not going to be able to continue.
Yeah, I hope he's okay. He took a hard fall on that right arm.
So Malachi Lewis, who is at 3 out of 4, he's an 89% foul shooter coming into this game.
Now, you know what happens in college in that situation, Bill, don't you? The opposite coach picks somebody off of your bench, and that's why you always have a little note card in your suit jacket. Well, they don't wear suits anymore. That has the worst foul shooters, and if somebody gets hurt, you go down there and say, that boy down there at the end of the bench that has all his warm-ups on, he's shooting that foul shot. But in high school, you get somebody hurt, you put your best free throw shooter out there. So just a little differences in the rules.
Oh, yes. All right. Malachi again. Nope. I guess I zinged him. I said he was an 89%er.
Yeah. And then ball went out. I thought it went out on Beckley. Looks like I thought they were giving Oak Hill the ball. Okay, they are. Yeah, ball went out on Beckley. Oak Hill's ball. OB under.
See Sammy Hall there and the end of the court. The assistant tournament director, Charlie Houck, is the main man. We thank Little General Stores. This has been another fun event. 4 more games tomorrow. We'll have them all here on Video Productions, 2, 4, 6, and 8 p.m. Around the horn, Ethan off the front iron, but Oak Hill is going to get it.
Yeah.
Foul is called. 2:43 left.
Yeah, blocking foul. Oak Hill still with just 2 team fouls this half, and I think that's 12 on Beckley. Beckley playing an aggressive style of defense, and if you're going to get fouled, you got to make them pay at the free throw line.
Ethan Vargo Thomas, senior, and he gets his 4th point. Oak Hill had only 23 points at intermission, so they've scored 13 since then. And he gets them both.
Well, Bill, Eli Allen, Coach Savage bringing James Moreau up the road here, a little 55-minute trip to take on the 4A Flying Eagles. It should be a heck of a game tomorrow.
That'll be an 8 o'clock start, I believe. Off the back iron by Woodrow, and the Flying Eagles keep the ball for a moment. Well, you got to like Hicks, who had come into the Oak Hill lineup to make that steal. That's blocked. That was Nelson who had it blocked.
Yeah, Preston Clary with another good defensive effort.
Long shot from Hicks. Nope. And Hawthorne rebounds. Whoa, almost a great pass. Yeah. Did he go out of bounds when he traveled with it?
Yeah. Both of these teams getting some guys some minutes here in the end of the game. Great rivalry, Beckley, Oak Hill. Beckley the better team tonight. They'll meet again.
Yep. Noah McClung is 44. He's a junior at 6'2", will trigger the ball in. Vanya Hicks, a sophomore, has it, wearing number 5 on his black outfit. That's Cole Nelson. Back to Hicks. The waning seconds of this game. It's been all Beckley. Cole leg. Out of bounds to the Red Devils. Score was tied at 14 after 1 quarter. And then in the second period, Beckley got hot, outscored the Devils 18-9, and never looked back.
Yeah, I tell you, give Ron Kidd some credit. You know, playing all these sophomores and freshmen and starting out 0-2, but he stuck with the plan, didn't panic. Got a big win here tonight. Those freshmen, they look a little different than they did in their first 2 games. Came to life here tonight.
Well, and Ron also kept the same starting lineup.
Oh, yeah, he's just sticking with them. And then Elijah Redfern, he's one of the best guards in the state. He's just playing terrific basketball, sharing the ball. Was that Heffernan? Knocking down that 3, 42. Yep, 6-foot sophomore.
Inbounds play for Oak Hill with 55 seconds to play. So Hefferman gets in the scorebook.
Another sophomore.
Well, Hicks couldn't get the lay-in. Boy, this is something, though. You got to be happy for the Woodrow Wilson team. They did not quit when they lost a game that they should have won against Greenbrier East, and then they lost a game they should have lost. Boy, they are playing good tonight.
See what Greenbrier East did yesterday.
Yeah, East won by a point at South Charleston.
Yeah. And the same one, the Goose, with a steal at the end of the game.
As you said, the Goose was loose?
Yeah. I think Beckley just here running the clock out. I think this is a tremendous win for Beckley. You know, starting out down 10-2, looked like Oak Hill's on the way to a blowout. And then all of a sudden, Beckley just unleashes the block party by Braden Hawthorne, and Beckley just cruised to victory.
Preston Clary dribbling with it. 6 seconds left. And he'll run out the clock. And this is going to do it. Woodrow, 66. Oak Hill, 37. So the Flying Eagles are 1-2 now. And the Red Devils are 3-3. So that's it. We now know who's going to play in those games tomorrow. We'll be back to tell you about it and recap this game in a minute on Video Productions.
Every year, the big banks raise their fees while reducing the services they provide. How do they get away with that? If you were to join Pioneer Community Bank, your money would stay right here, supporting a local business, which results in lower fees and better customer service for you. Sounds like a plan. So you're not really stuck with the big banks and their policies. Keep your money where it belongs, right here with Pioneer Community Bank. Pioneer Community Bank with locations in Beckley, Yeager, Sophia, Moore, and Welch. Member FDIC.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
My name is Hank, and I'm coming clean. Everyone I know thinks I know something about plumbing. Oh, I look the part. I talk the talk. I have all the tools, snake, pipe wrenches, torches, but I can't fix anything. I can't even flush a toilet. What they don't know is I've been calling Modley's Plumbing and Heating. They're fully licensed and insured. I just simply call 304-253-HELP, and here they come down the road to fix the problem. It just feels so good to get rid of the guilt.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99. Or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Well, we wrapped up the day. 4 games here on the opening night and afternoon of the Little General Stores Basketball Classic, the Battle for the Armory. And so now we know who's going to play tomorrow, the final day and night. At 2 o'clock, it's Mount Hope Christian against Charleston Catholic. At 4 o'clock, Wyoming East and Princeton. At 6 o'clock, Oak Hill against Calvary Baptist. And at 8 o'clock, Woodrow Wilson and James Monroe. We've got some pretty good matchups. First, though, let's go to Coach Bob Bolin. He's got the official stats in this Beckley win.
Well, I'm going to let you take those stats, Bill, but I'll talk about a couple of them. Elijah Redfern was tremendous, 8 for 14 from the field. He had 18 points, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. And then the Hawthorne brothers. Zahn had 14. Braden Hawthorne had 14 to go along with 8 rebounds, all on the defensive end. The official stats have him for 4 block shots. I think it was more like 6 or 7 block shots. But I thought the Hawthorne brothers were terrific. Redfern was the best player on the floor. He dominated actions. He shared the ball. He played terrific team ball. I thought he was unbelievable tonight. And guess what? We get to see 2 of the top players in the state with Redfern and Eli Allen going at it tomorrow. And it should be a great championship game. There should be a huge crowd here tomorrow. I wish I could be here. I'll be doing a Marshall game tomorrow night, but I'll have my iPad out at the Marshall game, and I'll be watching this one.
There you go. Well, you can multitask for sure, Bob. Well, let's take a look. You mentioned about the 3 Beckley players in double figures. Redfern 18, Hawthorne brothers each with 14. Rest of the scoring, Jalen Walton had 7. All of those came in the first half. Kobe Dillon hit 2 long balls for 6. Preston Clary had 2, Fitzwater with 2, and Kellen Hefferman scored 3. So that's the Beckley individual scoring. As a team, Woodrow hit 50% from the floor and 38% from downtown. Pretty nice. And foul shooting, they only had 4 chances and made them all. So that's something I know that Beckley coach Ron Kidd's got to be happy about in many ways. For the Oak Hill Red Devils, they had 2 in double figures. Trevor Kelly had 12 points. Malachi Lewis scored 11. The rest of the scoring for the Red Devils, Jeremiah Jackson with 5. Ethan Vargo Thomas had 5. Omar Lewis had 4. And that's the 37 points. Only 25.5% shooting from Oak Hill for the game from the field. And from three-point land, 31%. So the Flying Eagles dominating in the second half. Oak Hill only scored 14 total points in the entire second half, and Beckley had 34 points in the second half.
Yeah, that's a huge difference, Bill. And as we can see on our camera, you see Zion Hawthorne and Kobe Dillon out there shooting. So I said Beckley would celebrate about 5 minutes and then start thinking about James Monroe. Well, I don't even know if these two made it to the dressing room to celebrate. And I think that's why when you have 2 freshmen that think like that, they got their first high school win just now, and instead of running around, getting on their cell phone, texting everybody, they're out here working on their jumper. Now, when you see things like that, you know they have a chance, and those kind of things excite me. They do. As Dustin Darby from Little General comes by our table, gosh, we appreciate Little General. I mean, so much. But, I mean, you got Brian Slay out there working with them. They didn't get enough work in tonight. I love stuff like that, and, boy, it makes you just really want to cheer for those young kids. But I didn't mean to break away from the post game or the stats, but when you see something like that, that's special.
Well, Bob, you're right. And people like Brian Slay who take the time to make these kids better, too. You know, these Beckley coaches are really special. Well, that's going to wrap things up. And by the way, we'd like to thank Little General Stores for sponsoring this tournament and making basketball so much fun throughout southern West Virginia and making it special here on Video Productions. Also, Jan Care Ambulance was here tonight, and we thank them for their help in the tournament. That'll wrap things up for Bob Bolin. This is Bill O'Brien, again repeating the final. Woodrow Wilson 66, Oak Hill 37. Until tomorrow, good night, everybody.